So I'm finally doing it. I'm finally starting a YouTube channel. The videos may be really poor quality, but high quality content. This is Maggie, and she'll probably be in like every video because she's an attention whore, aren't you? So I just wanted to come on here and just kind of talk a little bit about my fitness journey. So I get a lot of questions all the time about how I started my fitness journey, and I can't really pinpoint like an exact time where it started, so I'm just gonna take you all back to the very beginning. So all throughout my childhood, I was a super athletic kid. I played soccer all the time. I think my mom told me that when I was a kid, my dad like got a plastic soccer ball and just stuck it in my crib because he wanted me to play soccer so bad. But I played soccer like my whole life. And then as I got older, I continued with soccer, and then when I was in 8th grade, I moved. I moved from Texas, Lubbock, Texas, and then I moved to a really, really small town in Virginia where they didn't really have a very good youth soccer program. So soccer kind of fell to the wayside, and I started cheerleading. So in high school, I did both soccer and cheerleading. I did competitive, and I did sideline cheerleading. So I was never really like the fat kid, and I was never really the athletic kid. I was just kind of there. I wasn't popular in high school. It wasn't anything like that. I mean, yeah, I was a cheerleader, but I really don't think I was popular. But after I graduated high school, I went to a local college. I basically stopped doing any sort of like physical activity that I loved. So eventually everything kind of caught up with me. You know, my metabolism started to slow down from not being in high school and exercising all the time, and I pretty much ate whatever the hell I wanted to. So, you know, that kind of caught up to me in a big way. So I started to gain a lot of weight, and I didn't really realize that I was gaining weight until I was probably like 60 pounds heavier. And I remember like sitting there and thinking, wow, something has to change, but I didn't really know exactly where to start with that. So I started doing the classic Pinterest diets, any fad diet, you name it, I did it. And I also went to the gym just to jump on the treadmill and to literally just walk or run for like an hour, and I hated it. If you know me, I hate running. Like, I will not run. I play soccer, but that's the only time I run, and if you see me running otherwise, then there's an issue and someone's probably chasing me. One time, I ran a 5K, and I actually didn't do too bad on it, but it was hell, and I was thinking the whole time about how much I wanted to die. Anyway, so I gained a bunch of weight and basically was fad dieting, and I was doing a bunch of cardio. I was a cardio bunny, you know, and I wasn't seeing any progress because I was restricting everything because that's what the diet told me I had to do, told me I couldn't have these carbs, told me I couldn't have the foods that I loved, and so I restricted. And you know, that kind of led to a binge, and so I ended up binging on the foods on the weekends, and I didn't make any progress. So I continued to gain weight until I was about 75 pounds heavier than I was in high school. And I remember it was the beginning of 2018, and I was like, I'm gonna set a New Year's resolution. And that worked for probably like 2 weeks. But after those 2 weeks, I actually kind of sat down with myself and I was like, wow, I really do need to make a change. And so I started going to the gym and weightlifting. Oh shit. I fell in love, you guys. Like, I literally love lifting. It makes me feel like a superwoman, and it makes me so happy. And from there, I kind of was like, wow, I really want to do this for a long time. I want to help people learn how to do this because I didn't know how to do this and I had no idea where to start. And I know there's so many other people out there who just don't know where to start and don't know what to do. And it can be so confusing with all of the information that's on the internet nowadays, especially since it's just like one site says to do this and one site says to do this, and you're just like, I continued to work out, and I found that I was, you know, making a lot of progress. So I weighed myself one day and I realized that I had lost 20 pounds in about 3 months. And I was like, heck yeah, rock on. I kept going with it. And eventually I became a little bit obsessed with it. So I became so obsessed that I was probably working out like 7 days a week, and I started to restrict my food again because I thought that would help me make progress better. And it didn't turn out well. I developed an eating disorder to where I would completely restrict my foods and then I would binge again. Realized that I had hit a plateau in my progress because I was developing unhealthy eating habits and unhealthy habits with the gym. And I really had to find my passion with it again and really ignite my fire again. So that's when I started my Instagram, SamanthaLiz_fit. And I really just kind of fell in love with the community, and I fell in love with fitness again. And that's what I really want to help others do. I really want to help other women find their love with fitness and really find themselves in this community, find some place that they actually feel like they belong. Because my whole life I never really felt like I belonged anywhere until I found this community. And they've become some of my best friends. And I think that's just so important because sometimes the people around us just don't have the same goals as us, and finding people that have the same goals and have the same drive as you is super important. So that's all for my intro. That's all for my fitness journey. So I'd really like you guys to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, and please comment and tell me what you guys want to see on this channel. Whether it be stuff with like nutrition, full day of eating, or training, different workouts, or just lifestyle, or mental health, finding your confidence. Yeah, so just let me know. Oh, I'm SamanthaLiz_fit on Instagram, and if you guys would hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment and tell your friends.